let's continue from where we have left the print statement. Okay, in previous session we learned that whenever you want to print some text, you can write it within double quotes and it will print as it is onto the screen. And suppose when you have to perform any math function, okay, let's say print p plus 4, it will print 7 onto the screen because it will perform this maths. Okay, now if you try to write print with p capital, print let's say AJ, now this will give you an error called name error. All these types of error we'll understand in the upcoming sessions. But what is name error? Actually, Python is telling you that there is no function defined called print with capital P. This happens because Python is case sensitive. Okay, you cannot have a print statement with capital P in Python which is not actually predefined. Okay, so continuing with this, let's say we have to print multiple outputs onto the screen. Okay, so let's say if I print 1 and then if I print 2 and if I print 4 and if I hit enter, shift enter, it will actually print 1, 2 and 4 by default, each on the new line, 1 then 2 and then 4. Why this happens? Because there is a parameter called end which by default is a new line character. Okay, so when you don't write anything, it takes new line as the end character for the print statement. But suppose you want to modify this behavior. Okay, let's say you want that it should end with a particular character. So all you have to do is you have to write print 1 and then you have to write end and whatever character or string you have to end it with. So let's say in this case quotes, and I am writing a space in between. Or let's say if I write print 2 and then end equals to A. Okay, and then once again I write print 3, let's say I write end equals to hashtag to see what happens. So here what is happening is 1 is getting printed and this print statement is ending with a space. Next print statement 2 is getting printed and this print statement is ending with A, and third print statement 3 is getting printed ending with hashtag. Okay, so what we are doing? We are changing the default behavior of print where it is not a new line character as the end. Okay, and you can actually write strings here as well. So let's say you can write print 1 and then you can actually write multiple characters or basically a string text. Let's say hashtag hashtag, then print 2. You can end it with hashtag $. And if you run this, it will print 1 hashtag hashtag, 2 hashtag $, exactly the same way. Okay. Now, another interesting concept when it comes to print is that let's say you have to print a variable. Now, what is a variable? We'll understand this moving forward. But what happens is, let's say you print 1, 2 and if you hit enter, this will print 1 space 2 automatically. Okay, so this spacing happens automatically in Python when you try to print multiple parameters separated by comma. Okay, so if you write print 1, AJ, 3, let's say 5, and if you hit enter, by default automatically this will print everything separated by a space in the output. Okay, so yeah, this is pretty much about it. We hope that you have found this helpful. See you in the next session.